In March of 2007, a kook decided to impersonate one of the creators of the Screw Loose Change blog. The Screw Loose Change blog being a blog which exposes the lies of the 9/11 Truth movement. This imposter made up a story that one of the two creators, Pat or James, was wanting to come clean. Alex Jones, the stupid douche, picked up on this nonsense and took it as fact. The real deal. Alex Jones is so freaking nuts, he'll believe any nonsense whatsoever if it's something he wants to believe, no matter how ridiculous it is. So have a listen to this. Alex Jones, one of the most gullible dumbasses on the planet.
Like, I'm totally torn right now about an article Paul Watson wrote. And I've been wanting to attack these people. I've been wanting to expose them. I know exactly what they are. There's no debating it. It's as obvious as a bump on a log. It's just there's a nose on your face. I mean, these people running around saying no planes at Tower 1 or 2. These people saying space lasers did it. These people who come out and get cred for about a year and then they show themselves. And it's pretty obvious, you know, where some of these people worked, where they came from. But then just to have it confirmed, one of the Screw Loose Change top debunkers has gone public and said that they were told to go to conferences to try to get people to talk about anti-Semitism, to try to tie it to Holocaust denial. We know that's a government program. To try to promote and push certain individuals we know are disinfo operatives. And now one of them's gone public with it. I mean, I already knew it. And I could read this and tell you this is the real deal. And I could read this and tell you this is the real deal. This is one of their own people going, look, you know, I can't be part of this. Again, it's like folks saying, well, if 9/11 was an inside job, people go public. It usually takes 10 years, folks, for people, and then a lot of times they get whacked. But this individual says he's going to go public with more, and he said it got scary at the end, and he hopes he's going to be as safe and okay. See, one of these little camp followers found out this is a lot more serious than you thought, wasn't it? This stuff's real, okay? I've been in the smoking rooms where they've offered me money to sell out to them. Folks, this stuff's real, okay? It's real. They killed those people. They'll probably kill me.
The chip for identification so they can track down an animal anywhere he's at. You'll insert it under the dog's skin, and it's kind of like an identification thing. I mean, it's only a small, logical step until they start putting it in us and our children. And then, before we know it, my God, they'll probably come with a pretext.
Star Telegram. Fearful parents turn to privacy devices. Gets into the microchips. This report comes from the Air Force website. It was also on the Federation of American Scientists. They explain how they're going to get you to accept implantable microchips. It says the PR implications, how they're going to use the media to condition the public to take microchips. This was from January of 2000.
Thank you, sir. Good to hear from you. I appreciate the call, John. Jay in Texas, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, I hear there's a lot of talk about my RFID chip being talked about on your radio show.
I don't know who you are, Jay. What's going on?
I'm the guy that I'm unsecured coins. The guy that got his RFID chip a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, you're one of the guys that says 9/11 was an inside job and the Marines didn't throw a puppy off a cliff and the WMDs were found in Iraq. Yeah.
I'd say 9/11 wasn't an inside job, but I say the Marines threw the puppy off the cliff. But anyway, we wanted to talk about my chip.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I know because I had family tell me 5 years ago that all the officers were going to get chips within 2 years, and most of them did. And then they had a big meeting here in Texas. Said hundreds of officers, they were all told that. And then now I've seen a few blurbs in the press. But, yeah, you posted on the web where you got your chip inserted and shown your documents, and you've been hailed by your little buddies as being a good minion.
Well, I'd really like to know why I got so much attention from from you and from Burmis whenever he was on your...
Because we've all been called kooks. We've all been called liars because we read government documents 10, 12 years ago about how they plan to microchip the entire population, and then now it's all over the news, and they're pushing it constantly, and they're, you know, if you want a chip to get in the bar, got to have it. If you want to work with the Mexican Attorney General, got to have it. I've had police chiefs on who said they want to make the entire public take it, and they've taken it. Bergen County, New Jersey. And so we're just here pointing out that, as usual, we're telling the truth because people can't handle it. I mean, hold on, let me stop you. It was a few weeks ago I read some of your stuff, and I saw your photo the other day where you have the chip put in the scar. But, I mean, it was all denied, and people would deny that they were planning to chip the troops. We were kooks, we were nuts, and I believe you said, well, I guess these guys are right about one thing.
Yeah, I did say that you guys were apparently right about one thing, but what I want to know is, why did you get worked up over something that I made up?
Well, that's what I told Burmis, is that I said that better watch out, these guys are so dishonest that they could then come in with a psyop and claim that it was baloney. And I appreciate
I made up everything.
Well, good.
Alex Jones would tell you he predicted the 9/11 attacks. I wonder why he didn't see this coming. We now take you inside Alex Jones's head the very second he realizes that he has just been had.
The whistles got woo!
The backpedaling quickly commenced.
Well, that's what I told Burmis, is that I said that better watch out, these guys are so dishonest that they could then come in with a psyop and claim that it was baloney. And I appreciate your call.
I made up everything.
Well, good.
Okay.
Well, then you're a liar, and I appreciate your call, probably like you're lying now. You post a fake photo where you had a chip implanted. You show documents, Army documents, where you were ordered to go to the facility and get your chip. The media admits they're putting chips in troops. And then you call in trying to discredit us and say because you're a liar.
Some of you might be asking, what did it take to pull this off? The answer is, not much. On May 14th, I did in fact go in for a medical evaluation for my hearing. Upon getting my medical records, I found that they had marked RFID on it, and I inquired what this meant. The medic said that when I was in processing into the battalion, they had marked them wrong, and therefore stamped them to be returned for identification. I took a quick picture with my phone and sent it to my good buddy Sabrina with a note that I've been chipped. She laughed and said I should put it on the JREF form. And so I did, with a half-assed story about what supposedly happened that day. And it took off. When someone asked for verification, all it took was me saying I would post pictures after it was implanted, and that's all he needed to be satisfied. The pictures I posted were not of my arm, rather one of my friends who had a procedure done to remove some lipoma spots from his arm and leg. These pictures were posted at the Loose Change Forum as well by astute researcher JFK. So why did I do this? Initially, just for fun and to see how far it went. But after it started getting mentioned on a syndicated AM radio show by the queen of all media, I let it run for a while before I blew their heads open. I proved that Jones, and especially Burmis, will tout and wave anything that they feel vindicates them in any way. Not once did they ever try to verify this through me or check anything out for themselves. They just hailed it as the greatest thing ever to grace their cause. Am I proud of what I did? Absolutely.
See, like your father, the devil, you're a pack of liars. Okay? It doesn't matter what you made up or what you say you're making up.